Hey, I'm Bobby.
Hey, I'm Kevin.
This is Alverstone, and you're on MTV, and you're about to be ignored.
Hello everyone, this is Kevin from Amped Up TV. Welcome to this week's episode. I'm here with some members of a band from Winnipeg and Beausejour, or Winnipeg/Beausejour. You guys are sort of...
Well, three of us are from Beausejour, one of us is from Winnipeg, but we all live in Winnipeg now.
Okay, so you guys migrated from Beausejour to Winnipeg. That's
Very essential for sanity. Not just for bands, but for feeling good about yourself.
right.
It was part of me not killing myself, actually.
Right, because you guys were rural people before, and now you've got you can be proud that you're city folk.
That's true.
I got my roots, but
I don't forget where I come from.
no.
You shouldn't.
But
It's,
you
it's a
gotta-
big it's a big part of your heart.
certainly got to grow, I think.
Yeah, and move away from it. You know,
No.
there's only so much a small town can offer someone, right?
My high school
That's true.
sweetheart already married someone else. What am I supposed to do? I had to leave. I had to fucking get out of there.
I don't have anything to say to that. I just feel bad for you now.
Zap TV, getting awkward.
Amped Up TV, we're awkward all the time. Okay, so Alverstone, you guys have been around for a bit. How long?
7 years, roughly.
Yeah, 7 or 8 years, yeah.
Okay, 7 or 8 years. How did you guys? How did you get together in the start?
You know, I think I'd started a band that never left the basement, and we kind of sucked.
Yeah.
And then he started playing guitar, and then we just started writing songs together.
That's basically it.
Pretty much it.
I remember actually Kev came home drunk at 3 in the morning, and I'd written a song, and I'm like, hey Kev, I wrote a song, and he was like, you play guitar? And then he just went back to the city and quit his band. That was basically that was the whole turn of events. Well, his band was they're such talented musicians, but it just wasn't
A lot of the practices ended up with our bass player in his underwear, just so drunk that he would. And our last practice we ever had, our drummer, he's an odd guy. He just got up after a song and went and left it for hours, and he came back and said he went to Walmart to buy pants. That was the last time. I can't explain
What
it.
the hell? That's
I
so
couldn't
awesome.
make this shit up, man. I
Their
cannot
name was
make
the
this-
Robo Sapiens. They were so good. I thought they were so good.
That was
Hey,
good, man.
that's a really cool name too. That's a great fucking
Yeah, they
name
were
for a
awesome.
band.
Trevor
Yeah,
Horrock, Billy Granger, they were so good. I thought they were
They were
great.
good. Well, it could have been something.
it could have been big. The Robo
Buying
Sapien.
pants wasn't higher on the priority list. They'd
From
be
Walmart. It was
famous.
just, I don't know.
Were you guys? So you guys are the only two doing the interview tonight. You got other people in your band though.
Yeah, they're drunk.
But I guess you guys haven't introduced yourselves yet.
Kevin?
What do you play?
Tambourine, vocals.
I'm Bobby. I think I may have said that, but probably somewhere earlier in the evening. And I play guitar.
Awesome. And you guys have other members that play. Yeah, I guess just introduce them because they're not here. They can't do it for themselves.
Chris Paluk on the bass and Chris Acklin on the drums.
So tell everyone out there the story of the name of the band Alverstone.
You do this time.
All right. Well, I remember Kev had moved into the city. He was living on River with this guy named Darren, and Darren decided to buy a house. And he bought a house on a street called Alverstone, so they lived there, and they basically saved 2 bedrooms for our bass player Chris and myself. So we moved to the city, and none of us had anything to do, so we literally just started playing instruments and started a band. And then 6 or 7 years later, we're still working at it, still trying to write new music and figure out what we want to do and just be creative. But that's how it started, and this is where we are. So
Cool. What sort of music do you guys play? How would you describe it? Yeah.
It's dance rock, and it's like horny music. It's constantly driving, and the kick drum is constantly going, and that's important. Like that's the key to the band. The fact that the kick drum just never seems to quit. It's always beating with your heart. Like it's thumping. It's like that's how we wanted it. We wanted it to just be driving and not settling on dance beats, making people dance without a 16th beat and just playing that's what we've done. And I think it's like we've changed over the years, but we've always kept the mentality that we want to be like a driven rock band. So however that ends up working.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a good way to put it, I guess. Because I've listened to some of your tracks, and that's what I took it from it too. Like I'm like, wow, I actually did listen to the kick drum. Like, hey,
yeah, no, it's
that's super weird.
We
like,
started
hey,
songs
okay,
like thud, thud.
Yeah.
It gets the mood going. It gets it gets it happening. So that's how we like it.
That's cool. So you guys started up, I guess, however long ago, and how did you jump into the music scene? Like, what was the big foray there?
We first show ever was at the zoo, I think, which I think a lot of bands around here can say that. It was the zoo first, and we didn't make any money.
No, it was a Tuesday or something like that. Like
It was the Battle of Bands, and we made $50 for 5 shows.
That was fucking garbage. They rip you off, eh? Battle of the Bands. It's
good though. It's worth it.
You feel good because you won and you moved on, but at the same point, you're like, I just hauled gear and back and forth, left at 2 a.m. and some assholes just moving me on to the next free show. No, Battle of the Bands are very much for young bands.
You guys are out then for the battles, hey?
No, we're done.
Yeah,
we won our battle.
We've done that for sure.
I'm a war veteran. I'm victorious.
You've got the gold star now. You're just gonna move on.
Exactly.
That's perfect. Yeah. That's cool. So who writes most of your songs then?
He writes the guitar. But honestly, I do all the lyrics. Well, most of the lyrics and the melodies, and the drummer makes the drum beat, and the bass player writes the bass line.
Yeah, I think the best thing that you can take away from if you see the band is that whatever anyone's playing, not for lack of input, but wrote what they're playing.
Yeah.
Everyone has to contribute. I would never play with a bass player where I have to write his bass lines, or I'd never play with the drummer where he doesn't get it, and I call everyone in the band is constantly trying to change his beats. It's if you're not coming up with the right part, then.
Right.
Then we got to find the right drummer.
It's organic that way. I like it. That's probably my favorite part of the band, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I guess that makes the most sense. As a band.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
It's a lot easier too. It's a lot easier where you just focus on one part and do it really well, and everyone else does the same thing.
You guys got a number of songs up on your MySpace that are great. You guys have not released an EP yet, have you?
No. I don't know whose fault that is, but we should do it soon.
Release, but we got a bunch of EPs. So if you want to buy one,
that's also true.
No, we got a 3-song EP when we went on tour a couple times. Just so we could sell it to people outside of Winnipeg. But there was never ever a solid release that we were comfortable with, and B were I just don't think we were ready when we were recording it. I think if we redid some of the old songs, it would be better. But at this point, if we were gonna record and release, I would rather just start from scratch because our heads are in a different place and our talents are in a different place. And
which is what we're doing now.
Yeah,
that's why we hadn't released an album, so we were just that's kind of it's a long time to not have put something for posterity. So we're just gonna do that and see where that goes.
Yeah.
So when you release this EP, that's been
7 years
been culminating. It's almost like the Chinese democracy, but
less hype but better.
Yeah, but better. Yeah, Chinese democracy, man, that was a shit album.
The hype was incredible.
I heard the single and it sounded like Axl Rose.
No,
I wasn't gonna put too much pressure on it.
When the hype is the best part of your album, it's it's embarrassing.
Yeah, no kidding. But I mean, you guys are gonna release one. You guys are gonna as you said, you've gone on tour before.
Yeah.
And are you gonna plan on doing that again?
We'd have to talk about that. I don't know.
There's I don't know what we're up to.
I think if we released it and we had a good response. I don't know.
At this point, I think Alverstone is at a read and react situation. We're doing different things now. I'm playing in a new project, doing different things, and our bass player's in a new project, and just people are in different places in life. But in terms of the chemistry of the band, it's still like really easy. It's still really easy, and like when we get together on a Sunday and we haven't played together for 3 months, and you write a song that's credible, it's like, well, there's obviously still something there, so let's not toss it out, but let's not just go back and rehash anything. Like let's if we're gonna do anything, let's not like think of old times. Let's move forward.
Yeah.
So because there's definitely talent in all the guys that I would love to tap. Like, you know what I mean?
Whoa!
Wait.
You're on Amp TV!
Wait, hold on, Internet. Are you ready for that?
It's true, man. If I'm writing a song, I've got at the luxury guys that are good at shit. Like, why not?
That you would tap.
I would tap.
You would
Man,
fucking
you
tap him.
tap him in a second. With that, yeah. Wow. Well, that's cool. This was a lot of fun doing an interview with you guys. Yeah.
was good.
Even though we had a couple complications, but we made it through.
It was good. It was
I
really
know.
good.
We'll cut those complications out. No one will even know.
I think you should leave them. They were good. I think you should leave them.
I think
There's some character. There's some good stuff there.
Blooper reel.
So just let everyone know where they can find you guys on the internet, and also like where.
MySpace.com/Alverstone the band, or at the Cavern tonight, or we don't have anything booked, but when we book it, we'll promote it. We'll put it in the newspapers. Just take a look.
On
You'll
the
find
newspapers and on the MySpace. So keep checking Alverstone the band. That's this week's edition of Amped Up TV. Make sure that you subscribe to us on iTunes and also add us as a friend on Facebook. And yeah, do you guys have any closing remarks?
No, this was really good. Thanks for having us. That was good.
It was our pleasure, and it was all of the internet's pleasure as well.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
I hope you guys enjoy, or depending on how you film this, enjoyed the show.
Whoa! I don't understand. What's going on?
That's TV talk. Don't worry about that. Okay.
Okay. All right. Bye. Bye, everyone. How's it going?
No, come on through.
Hey, how's it going?
What do you have? What do you think about the war in Iraq?
Isn't it over?
It's never over.
It was accomplished.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned.
Man.
Huh?
You need that ending.
Oh, the bitch. I appreciate that.
Next time, think about that one.
I didn't have the gusto. I couldn't call a stranger a bitch. I gotta get some balls, I think.
Oh, I'd also be afraid to swear on the internet too. You know, it's such a clean environment.
Hey, we're on MTV. We've given up on being cool. That's a lot of sausage that just walked by.
Good question, Kev.
That guy's got a
Whatever.
good handful of meat.